Hello, everyone. This is Wilkerson, and I'm excited to share with you what we've got planned for our live meeting in 2022. AES will be meeting at the Chicago Marriott, as always, on February 23rd and 24th, 2022. And we've got a terrific program put together for you. I want to share with you some of the details and who will be coming to speak for us on the first day in our full day of presentations. We're going to start in the morning with three keynote speakers who also will be speaking together, and that is Mark Piper, Jeff Rouse, and Jim McKee. We are very familiar with all three of these well-known clinicians, and what we've asked them to do is to do a whole morning for us on an update on not only TMD and occlusion, but also how the airway connection comes together with that. And so Mark is going to bring to us a tremendous perspective on his nearly 40 years of clinical practice and share with us just a tremendous amount of information. And then Jeff and Jim are going to present together on diagnosis and treatment planning, TMD, occlusion, and airway, the connection. And then after the break, we'll come back and have case studies with Jim and Jeff speaking together. And then finally, the three of our wonderful clinicians doing a panel discussion for 30 minutes on this subject. So that should be really, really fantastic. Then after lunch, we'll have our scientific investigation committee report, and then we'll come back and hear about pediatric considerations of TMD, occlusion, and airway. And Barry Raphael, a well-known teacher, educator, and clinician from Clifton, New Jersey, who is an orthodontist, is going to speak to us about that pediatric connection. And then after Barry speaks to us, Brian Shaw, who is a terrific MD and dentist who is in partnership with Mark Piper, is going to talk to us about diagnostic imaging as it relates to TMD and airway. And then after our break, we have a fabulous clinician, Becca Backow, is going to talk to us about orthodontic considerations relative to TMD, occlusion, and airway. And then we'll have a panel discussion with Brian and Barry and Becca to wrap up our first day. Tremendous information, great day. We're very excited about what you will learn as you join us for that. And then on the second day, on Thursday, February 24th, we have another action-packed day, kicked off speaking about TMD, occlusion, and the airway connection, oral appliance therapy. And I can't think of anyone more qualified or better equipped to share with us on that subject than Steve Karstensen. Steve is just a tremendous educator, I'm sure you all are familiar with, and we're very privileged to have him agree to come and speak to us about oral appliance therapy. And then we're going to have some team teaching, which I love, and I know you will too. And so as we get into the TMD and restorative connection in restorative dentistry, we've asked John Cranham and Drew Cobb, two of our well-known members, to speak to us about fully digital workflow in TMD and restorative dentistry. We're going to have a special guest speaker after them, a break, and then we're going to come back after the break in the morning, and we're going to talk about more comprehensive treatment planning. And I've asked Scotty Bolding, a well-known maxillofacial surgeon, along with Drew Johnson, a prosthodontist, member of the American Academy of Restorative Dentistry, and works closely with Scotty in Fayetteville, Arkansas, to speak to us about robotic surgery, CBCT, prosthetic digital workflow. And this is going to be really terrific. Scotty's been on the front lines of working with robotic implant planning and surgery, and working together with Drew on the prosthetics of that. And you're going to love their presentation. So we're very excited about that. And then to end the morning, we'll have a panel discussion with Steve and John and Drew and Scotty. So we're very excited about that. Then after lunch, we're going to have our special Dawson lecture. And I've asked Dr. Stephen Masley to speak to us on integrative medicine in 2022. Stephen is a well-known integrative physician. He's written 5 books on integrative medicine, and he's done 2 PBS specials that I'm sure you've probably seen, speaking about better health through integrative medicine. Stephen is my physician. He was Pete Dawson's physician. He's spoken all over the country and loves speaking to dental groups about complete health. And so you're going to love listening to Stephen, I know. And then we're going to wrap up our meeting with Lee Culp speaking to us about the state of the art and science of functional aesthetics in 2022. And I don't know anyone better qualified than Lee to talk about this subject. And we're thrilled that Lee has accepted our invitation. So that's our program, and we are completely excited about what we can learn together. It's all cutting edge information and very current, relevant, and applicable to your practice. And so I know you're going to want to be there, and we'll have one of the largest meetings we've ever had. And all of us are going to be excited to meet live together again in 2022. So put it on your calendar and be there with us. We look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.